Good morning, student. Let us start our new day with a new session of our mathematics. Already we are going with a chapter 4 determinants, and we started exercise 4.2 and 2-3 easy questions already we did. And as per earlier session, I told you that properties of determinant plays very important role in a calculation of this type of a question. So today I am going to tell you two very important questions. Two easy question or three easy question already I told you in the previous session. Now in this session I am going to tell you two very important question, and in every coming session I am going to solve some important questions of exercise 4.2. So usually exercise 4.2 I say that it's a very important exercise. Always you solve all the example before exercise 4.2 and all the questions of exercise 4.2. There are a lot of questions, and even miscellaneous exercise also you got a same type of question. So again, reminder the properties of determinant. There were 6 properties of determinant. First 3 properties were very easy. If you interchange the rows and column, property number 1, then there is no change in the value of a determinant. If you interchange the rows and column, then the value of a determinant differ by minus sign or negative sign or opposite sign. Then if two rows or columns are same, then value of determinant is equal to 0. Then fourth one, we can take out common from any rows or column, then that constant will be multiplied with the value of determinant. Most important one was last two properties. So today I have selected 2 questions on that particular properties, and just like earlier session what I told you, each and every question can be solved with more than one method. The method which I am telling you is the simplest method, but if you go through the reference book, you will get some more method. Whichever the method you feel comfortable, you try to do it. But whenever you solve, whichever the property you are going to use, write in each and every calculative steps. So come on, exercise 4.2 on page number 119 and 120, I picked up 2 questions. It's like a question which we expect in exam for 2 to 3 marks. Now question number 5, how that question is, one big determinant is given and side by we got a right hand side also. Now usually what happen, whenever we solve determinant we get a single real values, but here you see question is in the form of determinant, so answer should also be in the form of determinants. They are not asking you to expand this. Usually what happens, when we solve the determinant we expand it. Here you will have to keep your eyes on a right hand side. That's why you, according to me, this question is important. One of the many method, again I am telling you there are many methods to solve this question. So one of the method which I feel that it is easier one, I am telling you. So come on, we will start with the left hand side. Write the determinant as per what it is given in the textbook. Then first property is, now this property is not in our 6 properties, this is modified form of a last property. What I did, and whatever the step you are going to use, whichever the property you are going to use, you will mention side by. So which property I am going to use? Modified form of a 6th property. Replace R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. What does it mean? That first row you replace with addition of first row, second row, third row. It's a modified form of a 6th property. As soon as you are going to do, what you will find, how the first row will be, you add these 3 rows. So first row will be 2a, 2b, 2c, then 2q, 2r, 2p, then 2x, 2y, 2z, and rest of the 2 rows will be as it is according to that characteristics of a properties. Now take out 2 common. It is one more property, property number 4. Take out 2 common from first row, which is somewhere here. So as soon as I took out 2 common, so now our first row remains a plus b plus c, q q plus r plus p, x plus y plus j. Rest of the rows and columns are as it is. Now, new step is important. What I did, R1 is replaced by R1 minus R2, means row 1 is replaced by row 1 minus row 2. So, as soon as you are going to do, you subtract these two rows. So, what will happen? Out of 3 quantity, 2 quantities will be cancelled. So, come on, operating that, my row 1 becomes, after taking out 2 commons, my first row will be C plus A will be cancelled. Then R plus P will be cancelled. Here Z plus X will be cancelled from first row. So, first row will become P, Q, Y. Don't touch, whenever you operate any particular rows, don't touch other 2 rows. So, R2 and R3 will be as it is. Then next step is operating R3 by R3 minus R1. R3 minus R1. Now, what is R1? R1 is PQY. You subtract with the R3. So, B will be cancelled with B, Q will be cancelled with Q, Y will be cancelled with Y. So, now new determinant will be BQY, second row will be as it is, and third row will be APX. Since we have a right hand side printed, so you will have to use certain definite step. If right hand side would have not been given, so you could have expanded that particular determinant. Now, last one is remove R2 by R2 minus R3. As soon as you are going to do, you are going to replace R2 by R2 minus R3. So, A will be cancelled by A, P will be by P, X will be by X. So, now our second last step is determinant will be in the form of BQY, CRZ, APX, 2 is multiplied in front. Then you keep your eyes on the right hand side, what you are supposed to prove. Your proof is not over. If they are asking you to simplify, then leave it up to you. But they are asking you to prove something. Here you see APX is the first row, and in our solution APX is the last row. So, do you remember second property of a determinant? You can interchange 2 rows and 2 columns. There will be difference in the minus. You interchange these 2 rows, and then resultant rows will be replaced by PQY. So, using property number 2 times, you are going to get the right hand side. This question is slightly typical one, different from the other one, because here question is in the form of determinant as well as answer is also in a form of a determinant. So, you will have to follow certain definite steps. Yeah, this question can be done in some other ways. This method, I thought that it's a simpler one. Practice this method. 1 or 2 examples are also depending upon this 2 method. So, this is question number 5 of exercise 4.2. Now, one more question I selected. It is question number 10 part 1. So, you try to do other questions of this type similar. In a coming session, all the hard questions I am going to do gradually. But one more question I selected. Question number 10 part 1. Now, here you see determinant is given and they are not asking you to answer in the form of determinants. So, these 2 questions are of a different type. You see right hand side answer is in a single valued real number. Determinant is given x plus 4, 2x, 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 x plus 4. In that way, we got our left hand side, and they are asking you to get the right hand side equal to 5x plus 4, 4 minus x. Always, whenever such type of determinant you get, and if you got a right hand side, so keep your eyes on a right hand side, you will get the hint immediately. How I got the hint? Since I want 5x plus 4 as a common, so what I did, first of all I wrote right hand side, then again modified form of a property number 6. What is that form? R1 you replace by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So, as soon as you are going to do this, replacing R1 by R1 plus R2, you add all these 3 rows. So, what you are going to get? X plus 4 plus 2x plus 2x. Similarly, in the other quantities also. So, first row will become 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4. Don't touch, whenever you operate any rows, don't touch other 2 rows. So, this is one very important step. you replace R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So first row will become, and how I got the hint? I got the hint from the right hand side. Now we will see. Now continue with the same step. First of all, the same step is 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4, and rest of the values of the rows are similar. Now as soon as you observe this, and your eyes should be always on the right hand side, so you will find that 5x plus 4 can be taken out common from row 1. That is fourth property of our determinant. So as soon as you take out 5x plus 4, so what you will get? You will get 1, 1, 1 in the first row, and many times already I told you in this chapter, as soon as you get 3 1s in a rows and columns BAP, then solution will be very easy. Now try to make here 0 0, then it will be easy for you to expand. So how you can do? Since now we are doing this type of questions for last many days, so I am writing two steps together. Replace column 2 by column 2 minus column 1, and replace column 3 by column 3 minus column 1. If you want to do step by step, you can operate one step at each step. Here I use both the steps together. So what I did, replace column 2 by column 2 minus column 1, and column 3 by column 3 minus column 1. As soon as I am going to do this, so see, 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 0. So you will get 2 0 here. Here x plus 4 minus 2x, so it will be minus x plus 4. Then 2x minus 2x, it will be 0. Then 2x minus 2x, it will be 0. And x plus 4 minus 2x, you will get minus x plus 4. Again you see your right hand side of this proof, you will find that minus x plus 4 or 4 minus x is required on the right hand side. So you take out 4 minus x common from column 2 as well as column 3. Since we are taking out twice common, so it will become square. So now what will be our next step? 5x plus 4, already it was taken as a common. 4 minus x square, now we took out common from a column 2 and column 3. So now I am remaining with the determinant 1 0 0, 2x 1 0, 2x 0 1. As soon as you reach here, as soon as you get two zeros in any rows and column, you expand it. So expand like a minor determinant, 1 you take it out and then expand it. 1 multiplied by 1 will be 1, 0 into 0 will be 0. So 5x plus 4, which was taken out common, 4 minus x square, which was taken out common, and the expansion of this will give you 1. So as soon as you observe right hand side, you will get that right hand side. So two important questions I selected. In a next session also I am going to do two very important questions. Wait for that. Today, as a part of theoretical part, I am going to introduce one more article. It's like a article similar to what you did in a 10th standard also. If you have seen in a coordinate geometry of a 10th standard, there was in a coordinate geometry, there was an area of a triangle. Even in a 11th standard also, we had this topic. But since this topic is related to our determinant also, so this topic is given in your textbook, but it's like a revision part only. So come on, article 4.4, the easy article. Maximum what I expect from this article is one objective type question. So what is that article? How to find the area of triangle when three vertices of any triangle is given. For example, A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x1 y1. This was told in a 11th class also, so it's like a revision only. Then if they are asking you to find the area of triangle, usually we use a letter del to represent the area of triangle. So del is equal to half, then the determinant x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1, symbol of determinant, and one more parallel lines I took, and that parallel line is for modulus. Modulus means you know that area of triangle cannot be a negative quantity. So as soon as you get the answer, and by chance if you get the answer negative, immediately you take a modulus, and don't forget to write its unit also. So just to support this formula, again I am telling you it's a very easy topic. Just to support this formula, I took one example from a textbook only. One question from exercise 4.3. It doesn't mean that exercise 4.2 is over. In a coming session we are going to do some question of exercise 4.2. Today, just to support this formula, I have taken one question from exercise 4.3. It's a question number 1 part 2. How it is given? Find the area of triangle and 3 vertices are given. A27, B11 and C108. So put it in that formula. Formula is, first you put everything in the determinant and write half here and modulus sign. Many times students are confusing with the 2 parallel lines. One parallel line is for determinant, half for in the formula we got, and one parallel line is for modulus. So now you expand it. Now it's like a simple expansion as we did in the first exercise. Half you leave it as it is. Then 2 times of 7 1 ja 7. 2 times of 1 into 1 and minus 8. So 1 minus 8, then minus 7. Then you expand with respect to this, the 1 minus 1 into 1, 1 minus 10. Just you expand it like a first exercise. Then 1 times of, then you expand 8 1 ja 8, 10 1 ja 10, 8 minus 10. You simplify it as we did in the first exercise. You are going to get a minus 47. This is important. As soon as you get a negative quantity in the area of a triangle, you put a modulus sign. This is not a sign for a determinant. Modulus of minus 47 and half will be as it is. So answer of this question will be 47 by 2 square unit, and don't write in a decimal form also, leave it up to here. So this is one of the question of exercise 4.3. So first of all, in coming session I am going to do some more question of exercise 4.2 and we'll continue with this new topic also. That's all for today. Thank you.